Welcome to Hursley Park 17, which explores the background behind a recent market-driven quality assessment. Earlier this year, the Lab Quality Council met to brainstorm MDQ strengths and weaknesses. That brainstorming session was moderated by Robin Davis, so who better than Robin to continue the discussion with LSO manager Roger Hake.
Roger, I know you're about to leave on holiday, but this is important. Can I start by asking you to tell us more about the recent MDQ assessment?
Yes, of course, Robin. Yes, always got time to discuss an important topic like that. As you know, we've been working for a long time now on quality. Last year we produced our Future booklet, which contains our lab vision, which is still relevant and is the guiding light behind all the things that we're trying to do today. So,
Cut.
I see.
Sorry to interrupt. Could I take the mail as you're going on holiday? Going on holiday. Going on holiday.
The message is coming through and people are getting the buy-in that we've been working with.
It's probably the best possible test, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
The numbers coming back from the lab population show a significant...
Oh, this is much better.
Yes, it's quite nice now, isn't it, after that strenuous morning that we had?
Oh, yes. Roger, what are you up to these days? Are you still looking after the old bricks and mortar?
Looking after the bricks and mortar. By that you mean, presumably, running a multi-million-pound organisation staffed by highly qualified professionals, I guess. Yes, I'm still doing that. But of course I've also got responsibility for the Scientific Centre, for professional and technical services, and for the total quality management activity.
Quality? Well, wasn't that all finished by now? I thought, didn't we do an assessment back in June? Didn't we do rather well?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did do an assessment in June. As you know, we do assessments every 6 months. We're on a programme of doing those. The latest one was in June, the fourth one. They improve every time. And in this latest one, we've reached the level where we think we're eligible to go forward for the corporate bronze award. And that's what we're doing.
Did we do particularly well in any specific area?
We did generally well, but if I had to single one part out, I think I'd probably take the section on human resources as being one.
What's that in English, then?
Human resources seems to be the jargon these days for people-related matters, and we do show up particularly well in that. And one of the things, an example I could single out, was the work that we did on the IOF, the It's Our Future series of courses.
Oh, yes, I went on one of those. We played games with ropes and electric mats.
That's it. Yep, you remember it. It's not just a game. The games are enjoyable, but they're good for team building. But the most important thing that came out of those courses, I think, was the syndicate work, where we had teams of people from around the lab. And there were 70 courses. They involved almost everybody in the lab. And as a result, we had lots of new ideas come out. So they were very successful on the whole.
Now they're finished, what's the follow-on?
We've already had a leadership course for managers, which is related. We're having a follow-on activity in terms of involving all groups around the lab, which is called MDQ, The Next Steps. 2 pilots of that have been run, and we're now getting into the programme of that.
Human resources management, is that all we did well?
No, we did well in a variety of areas. Another one, I think, which is worth singling out, is in the area of recognition. We scored very well on recognition for quality achievements. And here, of course, the most well-known and significant area is the DLQA. DLQA program has been going for a long time now, over 3 years. It's a program where every 6 months we pick out the best QITs, and we'll give the award to the best one. And we've just done the 7th one. That's been revised recently, and it's very successful and well recognised around the lab.
There you are. So as I said, we did pretty well in most areas, didn't we?
We did well in many areas, which has got us to the level we are, but we've still got a long way to go. And the next major thing, if we're going to move forward from where we are now at the bronze level to, say, silver or gold, is to get into benchmarking in a big way.
Benchmarking? I thought that stuff went out with the hardware boys.
No, benchmarking is something which is around the industry, around all sorts of industries, in fact. It's the general topic of finding out what other people do, what you do, how you compare with them, where's the best of breed, what can you find from other people which will improve what you're doing.
So what are we going to do about it?
We're planning to put together a team of people, a small team of people who devote their time to gaining expertise in benchmarking and helping the lab become well established in benchmarking at all levels, products, processes, people, everything we do.
Isn't that rather optimistic?
I don't think I would call it optimistic. I believe it's something we have to do to get to the next level, and I think it's something that we can do successfully. It's just another skill that we have to acquire in the lab.
So, we fixed benchmarking and we're home and dry.
Well, I wouldn't say we were home and dry. The other important area we have to get to, we have to remember that we're in a business here, we're selling things to our customers. An area where we can improve and must improve is in customer satisfaction and market understanding.
Oh, come on, that can't be a lab's responsibility. When I was a salesman, I spent half my life keeping my customers happy.
Well, times are different now. We need to know what our customers want. We need to know how satisfied they are with what we give them. When they're not satisfied, we need to have some action plans together to make sure we can improve on that. And that's well recognized as an important thing to do.
What sort of data do we need to collect?
We need to know what they're doing with our products and what sort of things they would like to do. The requirements side of things is very important. As you well know, you've been involved in that yourself. But in general, we need to track through what customers need and want and then try and provide it for them.
How about the satisfaction with our existing products, for instance? What do we make of that?
We have to track satisfaction, as we are doing and have been doing for some time. There is a corporate goal that by the end of 1994, we'll have no non-satisfied customers. And we're aiming for that same goal within the lab's business segments.
So we need ways of converting our unsatisfied customers into satisfied customers?
That's right, we certainly do.
And who's going to do that?
Well, of course, John Chapman's area is a major one in this regard. They're concerned with the marketplace development, so they're going to be pushing that forward. But it has to apply across the board. We have to be doing it in all areas, and we have to be doing it within the lab as well as outside. Getting the involvement of everyone is the important thing.
You can't mean everyone, surely.
Yes, I do mean everyone. We've all got customers of some kind or other, whether they're internal or external. And in my own area, in lab ops, for example, they've got customers within the lab and they must monitor customer satisfaction and improve it. It's got to be across the board.
So, in spite of a good assessment, there's still a way to go then?
Yes, there is still a way to go. From where we are now up to the world-class level, it's quite a long haul, but I think we're on the right track. We know what we have to do, at least for the next steps, and we're going to move forward on those. And we just have to continue to build on the involvement of all the lab staff. We can only do this if everybody is committed and everybody is pushing for it. I believe we've got that, and we need to strengthen it and go forward.
Roger, that was super. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, Robin. I was delighted to do it.
Sorry, Robin. You know, I could almost imagine I was on that boat.
Roger, as I was saying, MDQ is very important, and you were going to tell us why it's essential for us to apply MDQ to everything we do at work.
Yes, in fact, I go further than that. I think we should apply it to everything we do in general.
What, even on a canal holiday, for instance?
Yes, even on a canal holiday. You might think it's just simply cruising along a nice straight canal, but there's a lot more to it than that, I can assure you. You come across a lot of challenges on the way. For example, if you just want to turn the boat around, there's a well-defined process for doing that, and you better make sure you follow it. And of course, there's the teamwork. If you're going to be opening a lock, setting the paddles the right way, opening the gates appropriately, you need proper teamwork for that. If you want to negotiate a simple object like a swing bridge, you better get it right. There have been some nasty accidents when people haven't done that the right way. And then there's the matter of having the right tools for the job. If you get something stuck around the propeller of the boat, it's no good having a socket set on board. What you need is a pair of pliers and a hacksaw. Similarly, if you want to tie up for the afternoon, you better know how to put a stake in the ground properly and the right sort of knot to tie around it to secure the boat.
Well, I'd never have thought MDQ applied to everything we do. Actually, it's quite simple, isn't it?
Well, simple isn't the word I would have used, Robin. I actually believe it's going to be very tough and it's going to require a lot of persistence. But I do believe that the vision that we've got in here is the right one, and the MDQ principles are the things that are going to see us through the whole business. if we concentrate on the customers, getting the full involvement of all our people, getting the right tools for the job, and of course the benchmarking issue that we've talked about, I think we're going to be fine. We've come a long way and we know exactly what we have to do.
We didn't have to go all the way up there, do we, Roger?
Of course we do, Robin. That's what we're here for. That's what it's all about. It's all about what we were talking about this morning, one lock at a time until we get to the top. And the sense of satisfaction you have when we get there will be absolutely great. So you get the lock and I'll get the boat.
OK. Oh, I could murder a cup of tea now.
You won't find any tea trolleys around here either.
Tea trolleys? You told me not to talk about tea trolleys in this video. Tea trolleys?